Hey there, listeners. You're tuned in to Digital Pulse. Today well, strapping in might be the best way to put it. We're taking a deep dive into the world of cryptocurrency.
It's a wild ride, that's for
It
sure.
really is, and it's only October 2024. Things are already heating up in the crypto market. We've got a stack of articles here fresh off the digital press, and luckily our expert is back with us to make sense of it all.
Thanks for having me back. It's great to be here. You're right, the crypto landscape is really buzzing right now.
So, skimming through these articles, the overall picture seems to be one of growth. The total value of all cryptocurrencies seems to be steadily climbing. But these articles also keep mentioning volatility. What does that mean exactly when we're talking about cryptocurrency?
Yeah, volatility is a big one. What's fascinating about the crypto market is its, incredible sensitivity. Unlike traditional markets, which often move at a steadier pace, crypto reacts dramatically to even small events. It's like a seismograph picking up every tremor, really. Everything from government regulations to, just general shifts in investor sentiment.
Okay, I'm starting to see why they call it a roller coaster. And speaking of roller coasters, we've got some big players like Tesla and MicroStrategy, even entire corporations, really, buying into crypto now. What kind of impact does that have on this volatile landscape?
It's a game changer. When big players like Tesla invest heavily in Bitcoin, for example, it lends a certain, legitimacy to the entire crypto market. It's a signal to other institutions and investors that crypto is, it's not going anywhere.
It's here to stay.
It has the potential, yes. Institutional investment often brings with it a degree of sophistication and a longer-term investment horizon. They're not just looking for quick gains. They're looking at the bigger picture.
That makes sense. So we've got this volatile market, and big players are entering the game. Where does something like DeFi fit into all of this?
DeFi, or decentralized finance, is where things get really revolutionary. Imagine a world where you could lend, borrow, and trade without needing a bank or a broker.
Really?
That's the promise of DeFi. It cuts out the middleman and puts the power back in the hands of the people.
No more waiting for the bank to process your transaction. That's a powerful concept.
It is, and it's already disrupting traditional finance in a big way. DeFi applications are being built on blockchains like Ethereum, Ethereum. They offer everything from lending platforms with incredibly competitive interest rates to decentralized exchanges where you can trade cryptocurrencies directly with others, peer-to-peer.
That sounds almost too good to be true. Are there any risks involved?
There are always risks, especially in a space as new and rapidly evolving as DeFi. One challenge is security. Because these platforms are built on code, they can be vulnerable to hacks or exploits if they're not designed carefully.
I see. So while the potential is enormous, it's important for people to do their due diligence.
Yeah.
And understand the risks involved before they get involved.
Exactly. It's always crucial to thoroughly research any DeFi platform before investing, and to remember that past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
Great advice. Now let's shift gears to something else that's been generating a lot of buzz. NFTs, are they just hype or are they here to stay?
NFTs are definitely fascinating. They represent ownership of unique digital assets.
Okay.
Think about digital art, collectibles, even virtual real estate in online worlds.
I remember when that digital artist, Beeple, I think his name was,
Yeah.
he sold an NFT of his artwork for millions of dollars. It was all over the news.
Precisely. That event really thrust NFTs into the spotlight. And yes, there's been a lot of hype, some justified, some not. But beneath the hype lies a technology with the potential to change how we think about ownership in the digital age. For artists, for example, it creates new possibilities for monetizing their work and connecting directly with their audiences.
It seems like NFTs could really change the game for creators. But what about their long-term value? Are they a passing trend, or will they fundamentally change how we think about ownership in the digital age?
That's the million-dollar question. It's still too early to say for sure, but what's clear is that NFTs have sparked a conversation about the value of digital assets.
Yeah,
They've made us question what ownership really means in a digital world.
big questions for sure. Now, let's zoom in on what got us here, the OG crypto, the one that started it all. Bitcoin. Yeah. It's had quite the roller coaster ride itself, hasn't it?
Bitcoin is the pioneer, the
Yeah.
OG, and its journey has been anything but boring. It's seen incredible highs and dramatic lows, and understanding of those fluctuations requires understanding its underlying mechanisms.
Right. So what drives those wild swings in Bitcoin's price? Is it just simple supply and demand?
While supply and demand play a role, Bitcoin has some unique features that influence its price.
Okay.
It has a fixed supply, only 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist. And every 4 years, an event called halving occurs.
Halving. That sounds ominous almost, like something out of a science fiction movie.
Haha, not ominous at all. It just means that the rate at which new Bitcoins are created is cut in half. This reduction in supply is built into Bitcoin's code and happens automatically.
So less Bitcoin entering the market could lead to a price increase.
Exactly. Scarcity, as they say, often drives up value.
Right.
But it's not the only factor. Remember how we were talking about the crypto market's sensitivity earlier?
Yeah, like a finely tuned instrument picking up on every little change.
Exactly. Bitcoin's price is also influenced by things like news events, government regulations, even tweets from influential figures. It's a complex interplay of factors.
It sounds like there's a lot more to Bitcoin than meets the eye.
Absolutely. And one of the most important events in its recent history was the Taproot upgrade, which happened back in 2021.
Okay, let's talk about Taproot. What was so significant about it?
Taproot was a major upgrade to Bitcoin's code that brought a number of improvements. One of the most significant was the introduction of Schnorr signatures.
Schnorr signatures. That sounds pretty technical.
It is a bit technical, but essentially, Schnorr signatures make transactions on the Bitcoin network more efficient and private.
So more transactions in less time and with more privacy. That sounds like a good thing for Bitcoin.
It is. These kinds of technological advancements make Bitcoin more attractive to both users and investors, which can positively impact its price. But then, of course, you have the ever-present uncertainty of government regulations, which can send ripples through the market.
Right, regulations. Governments are still trying to figure out how to handle cryptocurrency.
Exactly. And any new rules or restrictions can create uncertainty, which can then impact price. It's a delicate dance between innovation and regulation. It's a balancing act for sure. Governments want to encourage innovation, but they also need to protect investors and prevent illegal activities.
It makes you realize just how new this whole crypto space really is. We're still in the early stages of something that could revolutionize finance.
Absolutely. And it's not just governments that are shaping the future of crypto. We're seeing a growing trend of institutional investors, from hedge funds to university endowments, adding crypto to their portfolios.
We were talking about Tesla and MicroStrategy earlier. They're definitely leading the charge.
They are, and their involvement sends a powerful message to other institutional investors. It's like a vote of confidence in the future of crypto.
So are we going to see more and more big players entering the crypto space in the coming years?
All signs point to yes. Institutional investment is drawn to the potential for high returns, and the crypto market, despite its volatility, certainly offers that possibility.
It's like the Wild West of finance, but with big institutions starting to build their homesteads.
That's a great analogy. And as more institutional investors move in, they bring with them their experience, their resources, and their risk management strategies. This can lead to greater stability and maturity in the market.
Which could then lead to even wider adoption of cryptocurrencies.
Exactly. The more mainstream crypto becomes, the more likely it is that we'll see it integrated into our everyday lives.
So are we talking about paying for our coffee with Bitcoin someday?
It's not out of the realm of possibility. We're already seeing some businesses accepting crypto payments, and as the technology becomes more user-friendly and widely accepted, that trend is likely to continue.
It's exciting to think about the possibilities. But let's come back down to earth for a moment and talk about what all of this means for someone who's just starting to explore the world of crypto. What advice would you give them?
That's a great question. I'd say the most important thing is to educate yourself. The crypto space is constantly evolving, so staying informed is crucial.
So don't just jump in headfirst based on a hot tip from a friend or a tweet you saw.
Exactly. Do your own research, understand the risks, and remember that diversification is key. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Just like with any investment, really.
Precisely. And don't be afraid to start small. You can dip your toes into the crypto waters without diving in head first.
And maybe don't check the price of Bitcoin every 5 minutes.
That's probably good advice for anyone invested in crypto, no matter how experienced they are. The market can be incredibly volatile, and it's important to remember that short-term fluctuations are normal.
So a long-term perspective is key.
Absolutely. If you believe in the long-term potential of crypto, don't let short-term price swings discourage you.
That's good advice for life in general, I think.
Yeah.
Don't sweat the small stuff and focus on the big picture.
I couldn't agree more. And speaking of the big picture, let's talk about some of the exciting developments happening in the world of blockchain technology beyond just cryptocurrencies.
Okay, let's do it. I'm all ears.
So far, we've mostly focused on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but the technology that underpins them, blockchain technology, has the potential to revolutionize a wide range of industries.
It's like the internet in the early days. No one could have predicted all the ways it would change our lives.
That's a great analogy. And just like the internet, blockchain technology has the potential to disrupt industries and create entirely new sectors of the economy.
So what are some of the most promising applications of blockchain technology beyond crypto?
One area where blockchain is already making waves is supply chain management.
Okay, tell me more about that.
Imagine being able to track a product's journey from the factory floor to your doorstep with complete transparency and security. That's what blockchain enables.
So no more counterfeit goods slipping through the cracks.
Exactly. Blockchain can help verify the authenticity of products and prevent fraud.
That's incredible. What else can blockchain do?
Another exciting area is digital identity. Imagine having a secure and tamper-proof way to manage your digital identity online.
So no more worrying about identity theft or having your personal information compromised.
Exactly. Blockchain can empower individuals to control their own data and interact online with greater security and privacy.
These are some truly groundbreaking applications. It seems like blockchain technology has the potential to touch almost every aspect of our lives.
It truly does. And we're only just beginning to scratch the surface of what's possible.
It really is mind-blowing when you stop and think about it.
It really is. And what's so exciting is that this is still, such a young technology.
Yeah.
We're in the early days of a technological revolution.
It feels like we're standing on the edge of something massive.
We are. And that's what makes the crypto space so compelling, honestly. It's full of potential ripe for innovation.
So for our listeners out there, the ones who are eager to learn more about crypto and blockchain technology, where should they go? What resources would you recommend?
There are some great resources available online. Websites like CoinDesk and Cointelegraph they're excellent sources of news and analysis. And if you're interested in the more technical aspects of blockchain, there are platforms like Ethereum.org and Bitcoin.org that offer a really incredible wealth of information.
And of course, it's always a good idea to be wary of scams and to do your own research before investing in any cryptocurrency.
Oh, absolutely. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Trust your instincts and don't be afraid to ask questions.
That's great advice. Well, this has been an incredible journey exploring the world of crypto with you today. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us.
It's been my pleasure. And remember, the only constant in the world of crypto is change.
Yeah.
So stay curious, stay informed, and enjoy the ride.
That's a perfect note to end on. To all of our listeners, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the exciting world of cryptocurrency. Until next time, keep exploring.